I am Tristan Lynn. I am an education and training voucher coordinator with the Iowa Department of Education.
My name is Bracy, and I am a teacher within a juvenile home.
My name is Leticia Ayasi, and I am the AMP program manager.
My name is Sonia Reyes, and I am a current employee of the state of Iowa.
Growing up in the system, it can be hard to imagine a different life for yourself. I knew that I had the potential to do more. I just sometimes didn't know what route that would take. For me, I knew that I didn't have a lot of role models to look up to as a child, and I knew that I wanted to be someone that my siblings could look up to. I pushed myself despite the struggles to graduate high school. I graduated high school early. I went on to college to get my bachelor's in social work and then eventually went on to get my master's in social work as well. And the entire journey, it was really my siblings that pushed me through. And I wanted to show them that it's not about where we came from, but with hard work and determination, you can get wherever your heart's set on. I really relied heavily on the resources that I did have in my life. I was involved in AMP, I was foster care youth council, and the facilitator that I had through that really guided me through my education journey.
I am originally from El Salvador. I came to the United States at the age of 16. High school was not easy as an undocumented immigrant person who didn't speak English. Most of my classmates would tell me, "Why are you trying so hard in high school? You're undocumented anyways, so why do you need to graduate?" Everyone was saying that around me, and I believed it at the time until one of my teachers told me, "You are very smart and you can do it." I followed those directions from my teacher and I ended up graduating. I was able to obtain my immigration documentation eventually through temporary protective status. And 30 years later, I was able to obtain my permanent residency and eventually my citizenship. These accomplishments have been able to assist me in having a better life and being able to provide for my children. But all of this started because someone took the time to highlight my strengths. Someone took the time to tell me to open a door for me to be able to dream and to be able to have a light at the end of the tunnel. And that is something that is so, so important for all of us to do to others. Now, anytime that I see anyone, whether it is an adult, a youth, doing something or I recognize a strength on them, I say something about it because you never know when one sentence will change people's perspective, when they're just waiting for one thing for them to attach to be able to have the encouragement to take a step.
Part of my job is to run scholarship and grant programs to help students afford college. Our office gives out millions of dollars a year to help kids afford college. If you are in foster care at any time after the age of 13, you can be considered independent for purposes of the Free Application for Federal Student Aid, or the FAFSA. That's the application for students to attend college. One program that we administer is the Education and Training Voucher Program, more commonly known as ETV. ETV can be given for up to $5,000 a year for up to 5 years for students who have aged out of the foster care system and are attending college. So never be afraid to ask questions, reach out, and get support along the way. You can achieve any goal you set your mind to.
If I could give any advice to a young person who is going through high school, don't give up. You can do it. It seems hard and it seems impossible, but I promise you there are teachers out there that want to help you and they want to see you succeed. You just have to ask sometimes. And I know that's the hard part and that's the scary part because it's scary to put yourself in that vulnerable position. But there is someone out there who cares and wants you to succeed. As you are going through school and you're getting that diploma and imagining that life that you want for yourself, know that there are people behind you that you may not remember or think of, but still think of you and still just really want you to succeed. I hope that you are successful, you feel loved, and you feel cared for because every young person needs to hear that and they need to feel that. And I hope that you know that there is a teacher and a caring adult that wants that for you.
If you're undocumented and you want to inquire about your options, the first thing that I would advise is go talk to an immigration attorney, from a nonprofit organization. There are multiple in the state of Iowa. Iowa MMJ is there, and they offer free consultations for individuals. They will revise your case and let you know if you do have a case, if you are able to qualify for a program to be able to have a path to getting a work authorization or eventually your permanent residency. Start with them and consult an attorney. That way, you know, if you ever come in contact with the immigration enforcement agents, you know that if you have a path and you know someone that you can call. Those sessions are free, so make sure that you start there. Do not believe attorneys that make promises and they say they're going to do this if you pay them this much. Do not believe that all the time. Start with a nonprofit organization first. That way, you know that the information that they are providing, that other attorneys will provide, are accurate. Also, do not believe in notarios. Notarios here are not like they are in our countries. Anyone can be a notary. You just fill out a form with the Secretary of State and you get your notary license. They are not attorneys like they are in our countries. So do not go to notaries to ask for help with anything that is legal, especially immigration. All of this to say, do not give up. If you're undocumented, if you're an immigrant, if you are still documented but are struggling with your language, do not give up. You are in a country and in a state where there's a lot of opportunities and you can make it. You will make it. Talk to your teachers, talk to any adult that you feel comfortable with, inquire about them and get to know them, because those people are the ones who are going to expose you to life in the United States. It is a lot easier to stay within your group and where it's safe, where everyone is from the same places, speaks the same language, but Iowa has a lot to offer. Come out of your comfort zone. Try things that your family doesn't try. Go camping. Go to a football game. Learn about American football. Learn about things that are fun here. Things that you can do during the winter when you're not able to go outside for certain things. There's a lot of sports that you can do in the winter. Do not give up.
The important thing to remember when seeking education is to not be afraid to ask for help, especially if you are in college, whether it be a university or community college. There are plenty of resources on campus. There are tutoring opportunities. There are groups and clubs that you can join. Just know that you are not alone and that there is help out there.
Find someone on campus that you can go to with questions, whether that be the counseling office, the financial aid office, an academic advisor, a friend, a sibling. Find somebody on campus that you can go to with questions. It's been proven that students that have some sort of connection on campus are more successful in college. If you find the right college for you and make a connection on campus, you're going to succeed.